All right, a few things you can do before you go to bed tonight to prepare for the incoming storms. You're staying up to the date with the forecast by watching right now, but also you want to make sure that your cell phone's being charged. You have your phone volume on loud so you can be awakened if a warning is issued in your location. Also, make sure that you have that designated safe spot and that your entire family knows where to go in the event that a tornado warning is issued. And of course, I'll be on the air. We'll also be online as well. If your power goes out, you'll be able to actually watch us from the app. So several ways to get information, but make sure that you are preparing ahead of time and not waiting until that warning is actually issued. At this point, though, we just have the tornado watch, not a warning. Again, at this point, the warning is just butting up to our WHAS11 viewing area here, just off to the west of the Bedford and Paoli areas. These storms are taking more of a eastward, northeastward turn here, as all of them are trying to form a line, but certainly bringing a whole lot of electricity to the sky and picking up our wind. You're probably starting to hear the wind howl around the Bedford area and just some very heavy rainfall as that continues to push out around 25 to 30 miles per hour. As we take a look at the track here, you can see that as right over you folks in the Silverville area at this point, and then continuing to move toward Bedford right around 11:35, and then Heltonville around 11:47. That's just an estimate. And again, the severe thunderstorm warning has not been expanded to include our area, but I would expect the wind to pick up quite a bit as it does near you folks, regardless if there's a warning or not. So here's a look at the larger view. You can see these storms have really tried to form a line, and I do think the tail end of the storm will continue on a more eastward track into the overnight hours. So here we go on Futurecast. You can see that this model is showing you the storms really trying to favor southern Indiana, at least initially, but then we'll start to get some folks on the south side of the river getting in on these storms. It's just going to take several hours. So if you're watching us from the metro, then you're probably going to be waking up to some rumbles of thunder and a whole lot of lightning in the sky, I'd say after 2 o'clock in the morning. Most of us, though, are going to be waking up dry tomorrow morning. So off to you're sending the kids off to the bus stop, or if you're heading off to work, I do think that we're going to be dry across the area and temperatures in those mid-70s. The rain doesn't stay away for long, though, because I do have spotty showers in the forecast for the second half of our Monday. But the bottom line here, folks, the storm timing basically now until 5 o'clock in the morning, in addition to those isolated tornado threats, damaging wind up to 70 miles per hour going to remain possible. Heavy rain, frequent lightning, and some larger hail up to about the size of a golf ball is going to remain possible again until 5 o'clock in the morning. So you do want to make sure that you have multiple ways to receive any alerts that are issued to your location. Into our Monday afternoon, I showed you that we have a few spotty showers. We're drying out Tuesday, but then for Wednesday and basically through this time next weekend, we're going to have a daily chance for showers and storms. So at least with these thunderstorms that we're having into the overnight hours, it is bringing a cold front to the area, and that's going to allow our temperatures to really behave themselves. Mid-80s from Monday, stretching through Thursday before we briefly warm back up into the lower 90s on Friday.